Hey, I'm Matt.
And I'm Rabea.
And this is Sounds Like on Andertons TV.
So it's Monday morning.
It's Monday morning, bright and early. It's 6:30 in the morning here.
Yeah, this is what time Andertons opens.
This is what time we start work.
Who are we sounding like today?
Today we're going to try and sound like Blink 182.
Oh, a bit of Blink 182. Brings me back to the days of school and skateboarding.
They are like, for me anyway, in my experience of high school, pop punk, teenage years, they are the band for me.
Pretty straightforward tones, but we had it requested a lot, so we figured we should try
it out. And actually, around the time of shooting, they have just released a new album. So we're aiming for classic Blink.
Yeah.
As in a classic lineup. And I think one of the first things, like reading about their rig and stuff, is we need to kind of work out if we're going to go classic old school Blink, the pop punk, or we'll go like more Angels and Airwaves era, you know, where they got a little bit beard strokey.
I'm going classic. That's what I reckon. We need to go classic on it. Yeah. We need to be doing Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, Enema of the State, and that's kind of the era. Okay. Maybe even a bit of Dude Ranch.
I'm down with that.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So we're going classic Blink,
we are.
Which means we need. Well, Tom DeLonge back in the day had a signature Fender Strat.
It was green.
Yeah, kind of like a. Yeah, it was green.
Had
like
Invader pickup in the bridge as well.
Seymour Duncan Invader.
So that's high gain.
Single pickup, single volume, super straight back with rosewood fretboard.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? You can either go on looks and get a Strat, or you can go on sound. And because it's an Invader, that's the highest output pickup Seymour Duncan did at the time.
Yes.
It's incredibly high output. So do we go high output pickup, or do we go Strat because it looks like Blink 182?
And now, like some of you pointed out, this sounds like, not looks like.
Indeed.
So, Seymour Duncan Invader pickups, we're told that the only guitar currently in Andertons that has them is the Sinister Gates signature by Schecter. But as you know, it's no Stigs.
For someone else's rig.
So, we can't use that guitar. I really want a green one.
Well, yeah, but that would be too ideal, would it not?
Yeah, is there any classic vibes or anything? Any Squires?
Nothing with humbuckers in.
Nothing with bum huckers.
Awesome guitar.
So this is the Fender Classic Player in dark Mercedes blue, and it's got humbuckers, bound fretboard, and it's $449. That's quite a good option, is it not?
It is quite a good option. This is also a Fender Strat with a humbucker in the neck. It's just knowing the pickups really to ensure something high gain.
These are covered pickups.
So these are probably a bit more pokey.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
We could look at another Super Strat type brand.
We could.
See if we can get something around the same price.
Let's look.
Let's have a look.
This is quite nice. It has Seymour Duncan pickups in it. It's got a Wilkinson bridge. It's actually kitted out. Coil split. And Yamaha Pacifica's $549. And in fairness, Pacificas are very, very good value for the money, aren't they? The only other thing we could do is a Sterling by Music Man. So this is the Sterling, and this is the classic Cutlass. So it's got humbuckers, and it's $4.99. It's quite a lot of guitar for the money, in fairness.
What about something like that with uncovered humbuckers?
I think the quality is not that again.
What about this?
Fly away, Hermione. Fly away.
So there is that. Or we go like this.
What are we looking at here? Charvel.
So this is a Charleville San Dimas Pro. It's similar colour to the Tom DeLonge Strat. Seymour Duncan pickups. Got a Floyd Rose, which isn't a Tom DeLonge trait.
Yeah, we would be paying extra for Floyd as well.
Yeah, and it's $680. So it's at the top end of the guitar budget. Super easy to use.
It's almost similar in colour to a bit of a Tom DeLonge.
Ninjas. Ninjas?
That was great. Quick cameo by Mr. Anderton himself. You want to try the San Dimas? Or we can go hardtail.
Oh yeah, we've got something with a hardtail.
So this is 642. This has got a rosewood fretboard, so that's inherently closer. It's got Seymour Duncan's hardtail.
Yeah, that's better.
I mean, it's not stylistically, visually Tom DeLonge, but it's hardtail rosewood board, which is the same, and it's got Seymour Duncan's, so
And
probably pretty
it
pokey.
saves us a good 38 quid,
And it saves us £38.
which we could spend on beer and hookers.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we need an amp, don't we? Rabea's.
We certainly do. We've got the guitar, we've got San Dimas Pro. Actually, I'm not sure if it's a San Dimas Pro, it's a San Dimas, got a hardtail, Seymour Duncan humbuckers. It's going to do the job.
Yeah, it should get us close. So amp-wise, in the early days, this is kind of, we're talking pre-Angels and Airways, pre-like boxcar racer, when they all split off and did their own thing. He used a JCM 900 and a Massaad triple rec blended together.
It's typical, isn't it? It's when when you're massive, you just buy all the most expensive gear
Actually, this was-
and make our job harder.
And then later on, he used Vox AC30s with Fender twin reverbs, basically, blended together.
So it's everything.
So I think the era we're doing, we just need the kind of the chugga more high gain.
I think the Bass Breaker 15 combo it's around 450, 420. It's around that price point. I mean, we need a good clean,
We do.
and Fender do great cleans, but we also need a type of distortion that isn't vintage sounding. It's a modern distortion.
It's modern, definitely, but it's more.
And the Bass Breaker is.
It's power chordy stuff, really.
Yeah.
Is all the main stuff. So, yeah.
I'm also thinking we'll get a Fender P bass and we'll use a Rumble 40 to do some bass underneath the guitar parts to make it really legit.
He used, for all the kind of more wobbly bits, I think that was more later on, he used the EVH flanger. But I don't know whether we should go. You might love or hate the new Blink album, and you might not have ever listened to early Blink.
I guess the thing is,
We're coming from a point where 10, 12, 13 years ago, when we were young little whippersnappers, we really enjoyed the Take Off Your Pants and Jacket stuff, Enema of the State stuff, and when Blink-182's Blink-182 came out, we were a bit disappointed because it was a little bit conceptual and it wasn't the Blink we knew with that kind of hard-hitting punk rock energy. I did like Boxcar Racer, I've got to say, and Some Angels and Airways was alright, but
it was way too airy-fairy for me.
no, but I still, even now, even though I am past my teens, still listen to Take Off Your Pants and Jacket in my car in summer when driving. It's just perfect.
And that's all the more reason to focus on that album.
So that's what we're going to do. So I do apologise. I have listened to the new Blink album and it's great. So, but this is just, we're going to stick with this era. This is it, classic Blink.
We're going to jack it. Back in the video room.
Yep, we are, and we're trying to sound like Blink-182 today.
Yes, definitely reminds me of my team. Took a trip down memory lane learning these tunes.
To be fair, it was quite a lot of fun, and even adding a little bit of bass just to kind of like add more Blink to the mix.
Yeah, we just wanted to legitimise the parts by throwing the bass in there. So
Yep.
yeah, so that's what we did. But rig-wise, it's really, really straightforward and it's lots of fun. So I'm playing. This is it the San Dimas Pro mod?
Yes, it is. The Charlotte San Dimas Pro Mod.
And be honest, to be fair to it, it's a hell of a guitar for the money.
It is. It's about £640. So
Yeah, so
good value.
straight off the bat, Alder body, it's JB humbucker set. These are high output, which is because Tom DeLonge uses an Invader in his bridge. He doesn't actually use a neck pickup, so I didn't bother using the neck pickup.
Yep.
Hardtail, it's got a quilt top veneer, maple neck, rosewood board, locking tuners for 640 quid. I mean,
It's great.
it sounds absolutely awesome as well.
It's not quite what you'd expect from Tom DeLonge in look, but
But it holds true to a Strat shape, Strat style headstock.
yeah, hardtail, and as
yeah.
Beer said, we're only using the bridge pickup.
And it's coil split, so you can get some of the older, some Blink tones are quite thick and some Blink tones are quite twangy, so you can get both of those with this guitar. this is running, there's no effects, no pedals, no nothing. We're running straight into the Fender Bass Breaker 15 combo. This amplifier is totally capable of producing kind of modern high gain tones.
Yeah.
If any of you tried them, you'll probably agree. It's got a great clean, and it's got a really nice modern sort of overdrive, so we managed to pinpoint the tones quite easily.
Yeah, and back, as I say, in the early days, he was definitely more of a modern high gain sound rather than later on when he became a little bit more experimental, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was more, the Voxy Fender stuff.
Yeah,
So.
and the cool thing about this amp is that you've got a structure control. You can go from 1 through to 4, and it adds more and more gain. So if you use that, as well as if you have a foot switch for that, great, but you can use your volume control as well and the coil split to get all the different tones from the songs. Just touch on the bass rig, because this rig is, again, this is under £1,500 as it is.
Yeah, this is a Fender Mexican jazz bass, which is great. Mark Hoppus, the bass player from Blink, has a signature jazz bass, so it's kind of fitting. And that's going right into the Fender Rumble 40.
That's the Rumble 200.
This is the Rumble 200.
Yeah, it's a bit bigger than the 40.
Of course it is.
Both of them are sort of the same sort of thing, but the good thing about this one is that it's massive.
It is massive, and it's kind of pretty straightforward. He doesn't really use pedals either, so straight into the amp, and we're getting a kind of a ballpark sound.
Yeah, and that's $379, roughly $379.
Yeah, and this is about 630 quid.
Yeah.
So for, again, not that we're focusing really on the bass rig, but you can get, if you like the tone we got in the video, it'll cost you about £1,100. So you get the idea. It's that kind of, it's like you were saying before, the new string kind of sound.
Yeah.
Where it's pretty twangy, and he's not really one for much muting really. It's kind of just all out pick playing, bass playing fun, but it is super, super fun.
So let me show you what the guitar sounds like straight into the amplifier. So you can hear how the JBs are driving it a bit more. It's getting a bit pokey. I mean, I'm running the gain about halfway on the first gain stage, so really it's down to the guitar giving you that sort of poke. But the cool thing is you can coil split it, and you can get all sorts of cool tones, like we were doing and you can coil split that, and that's even closer.
Yeah, it is worth saying, obviously, that we're going for the kind of an all-rounder rig.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, again, this guitar's overqualified for Blink, to be fair, but it's totally worth it if you like playing that kind of stuff as well as other stuff.
It has two pickups, which is a good start. Yeah.
I could put this on the third gain stage. So it sounds absolutely awesome, and it's well easy to play.
But it's not Blink.
Thumbs up. So it's quite nice that we've actually been able to show you two rigs that get you the Blink-182 tones. Even though we were sort of focusing on the guitar, it's such a simple rig that it's guitar and amp for both Mark and Tom, and that's what we've done.
Yeah.
And you can get both these rigs for well under £1,500.
Yeah, it's worth saying as well, I think because it's so simple, you could probably get something cheaper.
Yeah.
but obviously he's got quite expensive amps to start with, and Fender like American guitars.
Yeah, I mean,
so
you could go cheaper, but these will go a long way. Each rig in itself will go a long way. You can gig a proper venue with this combo and a bass like that, and with this guitar you can do all sorts with it.
Absolutely, yeah, and obviously you can get the smaller version or bigger versions of each amp, depending on what you need.
So there it is. There's Sound Like Blink 182.
So let us know in the comment section below what you thought of how we did.
And if you thought it was any good, and any other suggestions for Sounds Like, please do comment, because we do enjoy the feedback.
And we do listen, and we base most of this on those, so keep commenting. All the gear that we've used is in the description box, links to that, so check that out. And I guess lastly, I've been Mark Hoppers.
I've been Tom DeLong.
And this has been Sounds Like on Andertons TV.
Peace out.
Ciao.
Please subscribe!
What's so funny? It's not even that funny!
I'm laughing at him. He's lost it. Oh.
It's just so unnecessary.
Okay, one more time.
It could be more stupid.
Okay.